What's up, guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs. I'm back today to give you another review of my new custom figure. This is the X-Force Wolverine. This guy took a lot of work. There's a lot that went into him, so this might be a little bit long of a video for me, but just stay tuned and hopefully it'll be entertaining. First off, we started with the AOA, Age of Apocalypse Sabretooth body. Now, if you were familiar with that figure, he's got a huge metal collar with studs going all the way around. That I just completely sanded down and just resculpted his chest and neck muscles and his back. I think it turned out pretty good. For the hands, the Sabretooth has really big arms, as you can see, and the hands are really terrible. And most DC and Marvel figures don't have hands that'll fit that body very well. So I was looking around and I decided upon the new 3-pack Marvel Universe Hulk. He has just about perfect size hands for this figure, so I cut those off and I used those. And the design of the hands was really good because it gave me lots of room to work with the claws. I was able to just really bury the claws right where I needed to in the hands to get a nice effect. So it really turned out good, I think. The claws are made out of styrene sheeting, so they are somewhat bendable, not bendable, but they won't break necessarily. They'll give a little bit before they break. But they are nice and rigid and sturdy, so they give a really nice look. Then they're painted up to look like metal. Shoulder pads came from some old Wolverine figure. I modified them to fit nicely. And the head is from the Red Hulk Wolverine. The head doesn't look that great on that figure, but I think with a nice coat of paint, it really has some nice detailing in the face. So I was really pleased with how that head turned out. I added some straps on the boots to make them look more like the Uncanny X-Force Wolverine. Didn't modify the legs any other way other than adding the seams on the clothing up and down the legs. I did that on the hips and on the back and chest as well. And then for the belt, I sculpted a belt buckle that looked like there's a statue out there. I think it's Sideshow maybe. I'm not sure. It might be Gentle Giant. But there's an X-Force Wolverine out there that has a belt buckle, and I really liked it, so I sculpted one after that. So that's that. And then, of course, I sculpted the gloves on top of the Sabretooth arms and on top of the hands. That's pretty much the rundown, so I guess it really didn't take that long for the video. One other thing I want to mention for the paint job is when you have a lot of black on a figure, it kind of just tends to get all muddy and blend together, and it doesn't really have much contrast. So what I wanted to do to differentiate between the different parts of the clothing, aside from having the gray up and down the sides, was to use a gloss for the shoulder pads, the gloves, the boots, and the belt. It really separates the black from the other parts that are black, but it still looks like one continuous piece, even though they are different. Using different levels of gloss or texture on black is a really great way to get the same color of black to look different. So this is the exact same paint, just with a clear coat on top of the shoulder pads and the gloves and whatnot. Then we wanted to give the gray parts a dry brushing so that they look really textured and a little bit of worn, kind of a worn look, kind of make Wolverine look a little bit grittier. He's got gloss on his eyes and on his teeth just to give him a little bit more realism. I don't know how well that's going to show up in the video, but hopefully you can kind of see that. Let's talk about articulation real quick. The head is on a ball joint, so he's got full mobility there, and it leans back all the way if you want it to, all the way forward if you want it to. Ball jointed shoulders, same as Sabretooth. They're really stiff, but they're there. Single jointed elbows. Wrist rotation, waist rotation, ab crunch, ball jointed hips, as you can see, same as always, double jointed knees, regular ankle joint. There's no rocker in there, just the regular forward and back joint. All of his joints are really stiff, but they do work. And then, of course, the toe joint. So a lot of articulation in this Wolverine. He does stand a little bit taller than your average Wolverine figure. That's something like the customer and I really wanted to get, though. We wanted this Wolverine to be bulky and taller than normal because I guess technically Wolverine's supposed to be something like 5'3" and rather small. And I don't think Wolverine should look like that, and neither did my customer. So we went ahead and just went with this bigger body. Let's go ahead and measure him real quick. Yeah, he stands at almost 6.5 inches tall. The Red Hulk Wolverine's under 6 inches. So this is a big size difference. but I think it's very fitting for the character, and the customer is really happy. So let me know what you guys think about the figure, and maybe some ideas for some new customs or some new reviews, things like that. Whatever you guys want to do, just let me know and I'll try to get that done for you. So thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more reviews and more custom figures, and in the meantime, keep collecting.